pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of January 21st, 2019?
So moved.
Okay, two motions, one counts as a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt appropriations ordinance number 4?
So moved. I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Declare the public input session open for any items not on the agenda. Seeing nothing, I will ask the bench if they have anything. None, sir, thank you.
You know, I just want to take a minute here and say thanks to some people. We have a lot of employees that work for the city and different departments and so on, and they are out there every day. You never hear too much about them for the most part, but you have Mike out at wastewater and his group. He keeps everything running the right direction, and you have Gary in the street department and his group of people. Here in the building, you have Paige and Lisa and Catherine and Virgil and Scott and Justin and Milt and Ryan and Jeff, and I'd just like to say thanks to those people.
And the beloved municipal court people.
Yeah, right. And so on, so thanks to everybody that gets in there and does the job, gets the job done, and we need to say thank you more than once. That's all I've got.
Next week I'll have a report on my report, and I'll thank both.
Okay. I would just like to say that this week will be the last week of Mayor Wayne Ford in Galva. He's been the mayor of Galva for 41 years. He served over those years on many county committees, and he's struggling in his health, so you can remember him in your prayers, but 41 years is a long time to do this, and Galva's went through a lot of changes under his leadership, so we salute him for all the years of service that he has given to the city of Galva and also to the county here in the person, so great work that he's accomplished.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll declare the public input session closed. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as distributed?
I so moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Call on Chief Policeman.
Morning.
Two items for you this morning. First one is annual purchase of personal protective equipment from Conrad Fire. 6 members have PPE that needs replacement. Equipment doesn't fit, has suffered damage, or has reached the end of its life. This purchase is mission critical and life safety for the continued fire suppression efforts. We request a motion to approve the purchase of PPE from Conrad Fire for a cost not to exceed $13,840.40.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase for the personnel protection equipment from PPE, from Conway Fire Department equipment, and for a cost not to exceed $13,840.44.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Second item we have for you this morning is a pay call resignation. Pay call firefighter Judah Neff submitted his resignation. Pay call, he cited personal reasons for his resignation, leaving the fire department in good standings. And we'd like to say thank you to firefighter Neff and his family for his service to the person. Request a motion to accept his resignation effective today.
I'll move that we accept the resignation of Gina Neff, paid call firefighter, effective January 28, 2019.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Call on Chief McCarty.
Morning, Mayor, Commissioners. I have a few items for your consideration this morning. all of which were discussed in study session. The first is a request permission to purchase 4 police vehicles, 2 marked, 2 unmarked, utilizing 3 trade-in vehicles for a cost of $136,737 from Midway Motors here in McPherson. Have them upbuilt by Superior Emergency Response at a cost not to exceed $25,727.20 for a total cost not to exceed $162,464.20.
I'll move that we approve the purchase of 4 police vehicles, 2 marked, 2 unmarked, utilizing trade-in 3 vehicles for a cost of $136,737 and upbilled by Superior Emergency Response for a cost not to exceed $25,727.20 for a total of $162,464.20.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next item I have is a request to approve the purchase of 3, 1 mobile, 2 portable radios from KCOM for a cost not to exceed $11,938.34.
I move we approve the purchase of 3, 1 mobile, 2 portable radios from KCOM Incorporated for a cost not to exceed $11,938.34.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next is a request to purchase 8 new emergency response team rifles at a cost of $1,100 apiece from Bravo Company, and the accessories, optics, lights, slings, etc. from Treasure Chest Guns at a cost of $500 per rifle for a total cost not to exceed $1,600 each, for a total cost of $12,800.
I'll move that we approve the purchase of 8 new emergency response team rifles at $1,100 apiece from Bravo Company, and the accessories, optics, lights, slings, etc. from Treasure Chest Guns, $500 per rifle for a total cost per rifle not to exceed $1,600 and a total cost not to exceed $12,800.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next is a request permission to dispose of some old, outdated equipment by donating it. The first item, the Vietnam era Starlight scope, to be donated to the American Legion. The remaining items to be donated to the museum. Parking fine box, old vehicle light, cellular telephones, speed gun for radar, and 3 vehicle radios, different eras.
Okay, I'll move that we approve the disposal of non-functioning police property as listed by donation to the American Legion and McPherson Museum.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The last item I have is a continuation of the active shooter training we did in our community on January 16th. As you're well aware, we did a presentation to approximately 160 people here in our community. We've had great feedback. We've we've already begun visiting some of them, but we have numerous ones to go visit and to provide them some hands-on training and some additional input on their facilities. So it's been great. In this, the mayor had asked me to show the 3 videos that we showed at our training. Last week we showed the first one, the Homeland Security Run, Hide, Fight. This week I would like to show the ALICE training, which is utilized by our colleges and the school system, and I think would be applicable to several businesses and industry within our community. So Bo, if you would open that and play that.
There's a student in the upstairs hallway with a gun. Being prepared for rare case that a school shooting would occur is very important. In 2007, students were directed to hide under desks in the case that a lockdown would take place. However, following numerous school shooting incidents across the country, the U.S. Department of Education researched the issue and, according to their findings, have changed those rules. Introducing ALICE. ALICE stands for Alert, lock down, inform, counter, and evacuate. Following the procedures of Alice will help to reduce the number of deaths and keep more students, faculty, and visitors safe. Can I have your attention, please? This is Mr. Levin speaking. It's been reported to the office that there's a student in the upstairs hallway with a gun. Teachers, please take appropriate action. We will communicate further information to you as it becomes available. A stands for alert. If you see anything suspicious, especially a student with a weapon, be sure to alert the nearest staff member so appropriate actions can be taken. If you are in a hallway when an announcement is made, be sure to enter the nearest classroom and tell the teacher your name and what class you should be in.
L stands for lockdown. When it is announced there is a lockdown, everyone should work together and stay calm. Teachers should lock the classroom doors and a student should insert the night lock. Stack desks, chairs, and any stands or cabinets that you can barricade the doors with. Attendance should be taken during this time and note any extra or missing students. Be sure to stay quiet during lockdown and have items prepared in the case of a counter. Books, computers, water bottles, and notebooks are just a few examples of items you can use and gather. Everyone should have some sort of protection.
Mr. Myers, the threat is out of your immediate area. You are clear to evacuate now. Get your students out. You are in charge.
I stands for inform. As information is sent to the office, calls will be made to individual classrooms with information as to evacuate or stay put. If a call directs you to leave the classroom, find the nearest exit and take that way out. If at any point in the classroom or out you notice something, alert your teacher at once. In other words, act upon the information you have been given. C stands for counter. If the shooter somehow enters a classroom, students and teachers are directed to counterattack. If possible, manage to get the gun away from the shooter without anybody getting hurt. Throw anything you can get your hands on. If you happen to get the gun from the shooter, be sure to get it further away. Do not touch it for any reason. Cover it with a trash can and guard it.
Hey guys, I think that was about right there. Let's start heading to your seats. Put away your cell phones. Get out your books. Girls are rolling up behind, so let's move, okay? Get your cell phones put away. Austin, run a little behind today. Let's get your seat. Put your cell phone away. Get out your books and we start doing our reading. Can I have your attention, please? This is Mr. Levin speaking. It has been reported to the office that there's a student in the upstairs hallway with a gun. Teachers, please take appropriate action. We will communicate further information to you as it becomes available.
As was mentioned in the training, our officers will be moving a little quicker, a lot faster to respond to an incident like this rather than moseying up to the building.
Stands for evacuate. When directed that it is safe to leave the building, locate the nearest exit and get out as quickly as you can and notify an adult that you are okay.
Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Get on the road! Back, put it up!
The ALICE plan was designed to help school staff members and students be prepared in the case of a school shooting and provides more protection for everyone. ALICE stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. Following ALICE will help students and teachers feel more confident and better equipped in the event of a real threat and limit the amount of anxiety.
As was mentioned, this is depicted in a school setting. I believe there are several of our other campuses here in our community, industry and retirement communities, et cetera, that this could be utilized at if they so choose. The principle would be the same. It just adds an additional element into it. Do you have any questions for me? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wayne Burns.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Today I have, last week at our annual meeting with the McPherson Swim Club, they presented us with a check for $500 to be used for purchase of to apply towards new lockers for outdoor lockers at the water park. Just like to request that you guys accept it.
I'll make a motion, we accept the donation from the McPherson Swim Team Club in an amount of $500 to be used to purchase some new outside lockers.
I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
First item is, item combined on the street department and wastewater. It's time to renew our iWorks subscription. The Public Works module with iWorks tracks fleet management, work order, sign inventory, and sewer management. We received an invoice in the amount of, for the 2019 subscription, the amount of $5,480. This is an annual budgeted expense.
I move that we approve the renewal of iWorks Public Works package for 2019 at a cost not to exceed $5,480.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next item, again, out of the street department, is snowplow blades. For the snowplow trucks, we need to purchase snowplow blades for stock inventory for the snowplow trucks. The quote for 6 blades from Wellborn Sales, Salina, Kansas, $1,288.68.
I move that we approve the purchase of 6 blades for the snowplow trucks from Wellborn Sales Incorporated, Salina, for a cost not to exceed $1,288.68 delivered.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
The next item, again, out of the street department, is drive tires for unit number 70. The 4 drive tires on unit number 70 dump truck need to be replaced. We received a price from Best One Tire, McPherson, for $1,510.
Move that we approve purchase of 4 drive tires for unit number 70 dump truck from Best One Tires for a cost not to exceed $1,510.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'd like to remind everybody that the street department is upgrading traffic signals at the intersection of Main and Marlin Street. The signals were taken out of service last week to allow for the installation of new signals. Northbound and southbound traffic at the intersection will not stop. Temporary stop signs have been placed on Marlin Street. Eastbound and westbound traffic will have to stop at those stop signs. Traffic improvements are in response to citizen concerns about the safety of the designated intersection. The new signals will be more visible due to the increased height and 12-inch LED lights. The work is expected to be completed in 3 weeks, but is contingent upon. The next item, I'd like to announce that Hardup Street will be closed starting tomorrow, January 29th, to allow the Kano Railroad to complete crossing improvements, including the addition of gated signals. Northbound traffic will be detoured east on Kansas Avenue to Maxwell Street, north on Maxwell Street to First Street, then west on First Street to Hardup Street. Southbound traffic will be detoured in the same route in reverse. The closure is expected to last 4 days, but is contingent upon weather. For more information, you can contact the Public Works Department. I'd like to give you an update on the one project that we have ongoing at this time. Nothing really to report here. No work was done due to unfavorable weather conditions. Maybe several weeks before we can get in and do the final seeding. And I'd like to announce that a public meeting for the Dry Turkey Creek Drainage Study, the City of McPherson contracted with Alfred Benish and Company to conduct a drainage study of the Dry Turkey Creek watershed. The purpose and focus in this meeting is to discuss drainage issues within the Dry Turkey Creek Basin. We encourage all residents, regardless of where you live, to attend. After the completion of this study, we will start a second study within the Bull Creek watershed. We'll have another public meeting for that study. Questionnaires can be obtained here at the Municipal Center or by logging onto our website at mcpcity.com. Completed questionnaires can be dropped off at the city office, brought to the meeting, or submitted through the website. Early submission of the questionnaires is encouraged.
What's the
Have you
date on
said
the
date? What's the date?
The date is, the date is
March,
the first Monday in March.
yeah, 4th. 4th
Sorry.
of March, that's right.
I'll correct that for future meeting.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Down to planning and zoning matters, is that going to be?
Virgil's ill today. Tom Steinmetz, a former City of McPherson Planning and Zoning Administrator, is now retired and wishes to serve on the Board of Zoning Appeals. Mr. Steinmetz has many years of experience dealing with local zoning matters and is highly qualified to serve.
Yeah, I move that we appoint Mr. Steinmetz to the Board of Zoning Appeals, BZA, and authorize the mayor to sign the appointment.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Call Dick Gregory for the administrative report.
In the study session at the end of 2018, the City Commission explored the option of securing some professional services for an updated professional housing study here for the City of McPherson. The last professional housing study that we had was in 1999, and it was a McPherson County housing study. It was prepared by Marty Schukert at RDG, Gross, Gardner, and Schukert. Since that time, the City of McPherson's prepared a housing assessment tool, or it's better known as a HAT, through the Kansas Department of Commerce. We've received notice that we could potentially be provided partial funding by Evergy Corporation, which is Kansas City Power and Light, Westar, the company that's in the process of trying to combine. For that housing study. In January, we actually received $15,000 from Evergy, and we are requesting that we once again work with Marty Schukert at RDG, Wilson and Burge Incorporated to prepare a professional housing study for the City of McPherson. It also looks at current conditions of the McPherson housing. The cost of this study, to include a specific study that does look at conditions is $29,500, of which that $15,000, which has already been funded by Evergy, the remaining balance will be paid with money set aside from unspent housing incentives. The study is timely, considering that we won't need to do a new hat. We're required to do a new hat every 3 to 5 years. And if we need to have an updated hat or a housing study to be able to apply for future CDBG housing grant funds. Also, with several new residential developments at various stages, the study will also provide some guidance for the housing needs within the community. It'll help guide some of the decisions on the type of housing being built there. Staff has reviewed this contract language with the city attorney, and at this point we recommend that the contract be approved and we engage RDG to begin the process to gather information for the housing study. One of the first steps, if approved today, will be to engage stakeholders, residents, and workforce through some community surveys that RDG does and provide some input for the consultant regarding housing perceptions. If approved, we begin that process immediately. And just ask for a motion to approve the housing agreement that is actually attached.
I move that we approve the McPherson Housing Study contract as written.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next item. On February 5th, we will be having another community building meeting, owner-architect contractor meeting, and it will be at the Hutton Construction Conference Room, located on Old 81. And because there'll be more than one commissioner that may be present for that meeting, it is considered an open meeting. Meeting will be at 10:30 a.m. On February 5th. No action necessary, just an announcement. And then finally, we have 11 bonds for your consideration today. Central Consolidated Incorporated out of Wichita, $5,000 plumbing bond, $5,000 mechanical bond. Eagle Plumbing, Heating and Air out of Galva, $5,000 mechanical bond, $5,000 gas fitter bond, $5,000 plumbing bond. Phoenix Company Incorporated out of Wichita, $5,000 mechanical bond. Royers Brother Tree Service Incorporated out of Hutchinson, a $5,000 tree trimmer bond. Glassman Corporation out of Hayes, $5,000 mechanical bond and a $5,000 plumbing bond. Treader Tree Incorporated out of Marquette, $5,000 tree trimmer bond. And South Central Commercial Mechanical LLC out of Wichita, a $5,000 mechanical bond.
I'll make a motion, we accept the 5 bonds.
11.
11, okay, 11 bonds, sorry.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
If there's no other business, we will have our regular study session immediately following this city commission meeting. The governing body will meet in study session to hear preliminary requests regarding such things as expenditures over $1,000, preliminary discussions on policy, discussions regarding legislative issues, or project considerations. The commission can ask for any further review at these study sessions and any additional meeting information at these meetings, but no binding action can be taken during the study session. And all study sessions will be open to the public. They'll be held in the East Boardroom here at the McPherson Municipal Center. So, all that.
All those in favor of adjourn the city commission meeting.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.